So tell me a little about you guys, clientele and customers.
Man, we got a crazy clientele, man. We have from all walks of life, man. I'm telling you, it's kind of amazing how many people we deal with, man. I tell you, just starting off, man, we got a lot of support here from the local schools, man. We're in right next to Buford High School. Buford High School is one of the premier schools in the country, man.
Got it.
And man, we get a lot of support from them, from their families, from the students there, faculty. We got a lot of contractors and builders. Right now the construction industry is booming, man. So a lot of our old customers that kind of went away for a little bit there when the recession time, they're back, man, strong.
Yeah, better than ever,
man. What's nice about our facilities that we're bilingual here, so we're able to target two audiences. We have our English-speaking customers, we have our Hispanic-speaking customers. So we get a little bit of everything, man. We get a lot of, I don't even know how, soccer moms. We get a lot of moms, man. We got a lot of an older crowd, but we do get a lot of female customers.
I was
here.
going to say that our biggest challenge, believe it or not, there's a lot of female customers that come in, and they're always afraid of how men are going to treat them. They're afraid of, being taken advantage of or being talked to down. And our goal here is to try to make them feel comfortable, try to make them feel that they're at home, and make them feel like they can come in anytime. And that's our biggest thing is to try to make everybody comfortable. But women do feel a burden when they walk into an automotive shop. They'll tell you all the time that they think they're stupid or something like that, or people look down on them because they just try to take advantage of them because they don't know what they're talking about or what they're going in asking. And those are things that we try to explain or try to be really good with, because we know that matters. It makes a difference.
Oh yeah, I would probably say about 30% of our customers
At least
are
females.
So
At
that's
least.
very important, But yeah, we have a big array of customers, We have obviously we have our celebrity clientele. We have our sports players, athletes, that come through, and entertainers. We've had a handful of projects that we've done here.
Yep.
We're right down the street from the Atlanta Falcons facility, so we get to see a lot of NFL players here.
Yes.
I mean, you've dealt with how many guys, man?
I would say at least 30 to 40 different ones. And at different times, they refer friends to you back and forth. They have, they take a liking to you, and then, they tell everybody, their friends, their family. We had one time it was funny, we had a football coach come in that Sidbury had referred. And, this guy, he came in, he was the nicest guy ever, man. So I was, talking to him, and we were going back and forth about what we were doing. It was an Escalade, and we put I think we put a USA spec piece in there, which, gives him iPod on the 07, 08 Escalade. And he came and picked it up, and, Sidbury was laughing at me before he came. He's like, "Hey, did he get real serious with you?" And I was like, "No, man, he was happy-go-lucky, man. He was perfectly fine." And I don't know what happened when he came. He came, and he was like the coach. And he was, he was cussing and fussing, and it was just, I was like, is he playing? Man, I don't know what's going on. But he was like in shock about, it wasn't a price or anything, but it was just about the functionality of the piece. And he wasn't used to using it. He was old school, and he didn't like the new school stuff. And he was just really, he was a handful, man. It was a handful, but it's been a roller coaster ride, really, with football players. It's always fun. Going to the facility, trying to help out as much as we can. We know they have a busy schedule. We know that they can't get out certain times because they're stuck in there working out or training or watching videos. So we try to help how we can. But it's fun. It's definitely fun.
We've been blessed with the players that we've had here.
Yeah.
Because you always hear from this side of the business the horror stories about dealing with celebrity players or celebrities or entertainers, and we've been blessed, man. All our guys, man, have always been.
They've been good.
down to earth, humble. You get your guy here once in a while that's, typical arrogant guy, but most of our guys, man, anything we've always called on them,
Been good.
they're there, man. A lot of our guys do a lot of, charitable work. One of our good customers, Lawrence Sidbury, man. He, how many times did he go and speak to the schools? And,
Yeah.
we've had, Vic Beasley, he's always doing his thing out there in his hometown in Cartersville. Just this past weekend, he had a
Big basketball.
big basketball tournament out there, and, he's always in the community. Just a bunch of guys, man, who are humble, good guys. Jamal.
Oh,
Jamal,
man.
we have Jamal is a guy that you'll find here all the time, man. Just hanging out. They come here, they like to sit around, talk to customers. They're open to autographs and and pictures and stuff like that. So we've been blessed, man.
We played flag football one year, a couple of years ago, and we had a football player, Lamar Holmes, came over, and he wanted to play so much. He was like, "I want to play with you guys. I want to play with you guys." And we were like, "Man, no, you're training to get back into it." He was recovering from an injury, and we just didn't want him to get out there and get hurt because we were being physical. But we have fun, man.
And the referee in the game.
He refereed. He did live for us. He recorded it for us so we could see it back, how we were doing, and we were thinking we were running 100 miles an hour. We were running like 2. But we got a chance to see that, man. And one thing I will touch about some of those guys like Jamal Anderson. He played at Arkansas, and he was a first-round draft pick. And I asked him, one time to do me a favor, and I hardly ever ask anybody to do me a favor. And I asked him, if he would come to the church and judge a children's, what is it called? Talent show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was we were giving away scholarships for school, and it was, it was an all-day affair. It was 6 hours, maybe 7. He stayed, he judged, he took pictures, he signed autographs. And loved every minute of it. And was like, "Man, let me know when you're doing it again. I'll come back." Yeah. And that, that's something that he didn't have to do.
Correct.
I'm sure he wasn't waking up in the morning thinking, "I'm gonna go, spend 6 hours over here in Stone Mountain and judge a show." But those are things that make a difference. Those go a long way. Mm-hmm. And I know now that if he asks me for a favor, I don't mind helping out.
Correct.
But those things go both ways, and certain people, that goes a long way.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Our customers too, man. They know that when they bring their cars to us, we're gonna take care of them. We're gonna give them the best of our ability, and then they support us back, man.
They do.
Last year we did when Puerto Rico was hit with the hurricanes, we did a drive here at Traffic Jams, a food drive, and it was one thing. It was something that we just kind of threw together because there was no time. We were having hard times finding a cargo plane to take all the stuff over to Puerto Rico to help everybody that suffered in that hurricane. Yeah. And it was just surprising how many of our customers came out here and showed their presence, helped us,
Big time.
bringing donations, bringing water, bringing food. Spreading the word, helping us load, helping us take.
That was nice.
What's the gentleman on the lake, man? The pilot. He came with his wife with a truckload.
Jimmy's boy.
Yes, Jimmy Costas, James Redden, and all the guys from the lake, man. They all came out and supported us tremendously, man. And we were able to pretty much fill a container with all the stuff that we were able to send to Puerto Rico, and that just shows us that our customers, either which way, they support us.
It was a big thing for us. It was really short term because Yamil was just coming back from Mexico, helping out down there from the earthquake. So when he got back, he was like, "Man, we're doing something for the Puerto Rico drive," and I was like, "Man, that's like next week." And he was like, "So what? Put it out there. Let's contact our customers. Let's talk to them." And as soon as we put the word out there, it was like floodgates. It was like, "Here, where can we bring it? You know, we're like, bring it to the store, and they're showing up, you know, truckloads of stuff, and it was just like, wow, I couldn't believe you guys are really, you know, we had to stop putting in the showroom because we couldn't get people in and out the door anymore. So it was definitely enlightening to see that, you know, people still do care about the community, and they have big hearts, and that was definitely touching.